And welcome back to another season of the Parade of Homes. We have changed it now here at Perth-Huron Builders Association back to Parade of Homes. And I have the one and only Brame Electric. And what are we doing today?
Just showing off one of the sites that we work on.
Okay, so this is not just what I would call an ordinary job.
No.
This is a complete renovation. So film us in on what's going on here today. The homeowners have actually moved out.
Yes.
For a little bit.
We're doing projects like this more and more that the homeowners are required to move out because we basically demo their whole house. Obviously not just the electrical, but certainly everywhere else in the house as well.
So what does that entail when you do something or take a project like this on electric-wise? Like obviously you've got to get into the walls.
Sure. Yeah, so we work with our contractors and make sure we have like holes. Like if you would have seen this a month ago, there was no drywall on any ceilings, any walls. So it's all new, it's all fished in where we have to, and new panel in the basement and basically restart.
And a project like this, I'm assuming that you would come in with whoever you're working with right from the get-go, just to look at the plans, to do the planning. It's all about pre-planning, I'm assuming.
Yeah, typically on a job like this, especially with the contractor we're working for, we actually do the full design with the client right from the start. So before anything's even begun, we walk through with the client, ask what their needs, what their wants are, put a design together, get it approved, and away we go.
A reno must be super fun too, because that's, I think, when you can make the changes that from an electrical standpoint, like if you didn't like where certain things were, you wanted more electrical outlets, if you want more of this or more of that. And with technology nowadays, what's the biggest thing people ask for?
More lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially in a home of this age. This age would have been built in the mid 80s. Back then it was switched lamps and maybe single lights in the middle. It's adding pot lights, it's adding accent lighting throughout, just all kinds of new lighting and technology, USB plugs, new devices, update, like bringing everything up to current.
So, and I should have introduced everyone here earlier. Trevor, you're the owner.
Yes.
I just kind of dove right into
That's
this. You're
okay.
the owner. Jason,
Yes.
you're also on a lot of sites.
Yes, I've taken over a new role, kind of a management role. I oversee different jobs and different employees through our company, and just kind of make sure everything goes smoothly.
So one other question I have. So when you're doing a reno like this in an older home, when you go to the basement and you look at the electrical panel,
Yes.
Is it a nightmare? Is it a complete overhaul? What is it? No job too big or too small, I think, for
Exactly.
you guys, right?
Like, some are, some aren't. Like for this one, it wasn't too bad. It just didn't have the capacity for the new circuits, so we update the service. Some of the older ones, you look at it and go, okay, this has got to get completely redone and start from scratch. But this one wasn't too bad.
And what I've learned from everyone in the team at Brame Electric is the fact that you really like a challenge. You don't like things to be easy. You like a challenge. And was this a challenge?
Yeah, like
You're
they're
like,
all a
no,
challenge.
I do this every day. Right?
No, like Jason and I have certainly seen more than some of our team, but it is a good challenge for everybody, especially for the young guys coming up, kind of going, okay, how do we wire something that's already been wired as opposed to from scratch, right? So that is the challenge, as to how do you adapt to what's already here, or what is here to what they want.
Yeah, like with a reno, you're kind of readapting to what's kind of already there. New build, you're starting from the panel up, doing it the way you want to do it. So
Yeah.
So you're taking walls out, and what's the worst nightmare you've ever seen electric-wise? I'm assuming there's some really crazy ones.
Nightmare? I don't know what
See,
nightmare.
Well, maybe just like, maybe not safe.
Knob and tube.
yeah,
Yep,
you've seen
so-
fires and walls, and
Yeah.
or previous fires.
Yeah, 100-year-old wires that have been, people have touched them, dealt with them, but not properly. That is fire hazards, right? So those are our biggest.
Yeah, tape them up, put them in a wall, just leave them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's lots of hazards.
Yeah, well, and you're all about safety.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to mention too, this year we recently had our awards of distinction at the Perth-Huron Builders Association.
Yep.
Congratulations to
Thank you very
Brame
much.
Electric. You
Thank you.
not only won Sub-Trade of the Year, you also won the Apprenticeship Suppliers of the Year, like for all of your apprentices. Now, tell me, you've got how many apprentices?
7.
7. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I was going to say 6. So 7
Nope.
apprentices,
Yep.
and so that's something that's been very important to you as well.
Absolutely. From when we started, like right from the start, there's got to be a reason to do this every day, and you got to have the next generation ready to push up and ready to go. So we have kind of mixed group of apprentices. We have some newer apprentices that are only a couple months in, and we've got guys that are 3-4 years in already, so that have been with us since the start.
And I think that also speaks to your company's culture. And if you go back to like when you first started working, like that was one of the things that I know you've said to me in the past, that you want to be appreciated, you wanted to be valued, and you do that for all of your staff and your team as well.
Absolutely. Make sure that it's a fun, place to work, and people want to come to work every day. Because if they want to come to work every day, everybody's happy.
Are you happy?
Most days.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Trevor. Thank you so much, Jason. Again, another parade of homes. You never know where we're going to end up. And thank you so much, Brame Electric, for taking us in. And we'll have to come back perhaps and see what the finished product looks like. But thank you for taking us behind the scenes, because you always sometimes get to see the finished product, not what's behind those walls and in the stages, in those processes and stages. So thank you, and tune in once again. We'll be back for a new year as part of our season in the Parade of Homes.